The Flesh of God, a Peyote and Cannabis report by Peaceful Tripper 05 in 2009 on erowid.org. The kingdom of heaven exists inside us and all around us, not in buildings of wood or stone. Split wood, and I am there. Lift a rock, and I am there. This means much to one who has walked in harmony with the land and the sky. One who has seen the Great Spirit shine through the sun and stars and whisper with the wind. One who does not need a church to define his faith. Who only needs the simple wonders of the world to know and to love his God. The flesh of God is here. On this lonely prairie, under a canopy of brilliant stars and silent mesquite trees, there is an unspoken ancient wisdom here. A stillness which conjures awe and reverence in this weary soul of mine. Shh. Be still, O sick one, and watch the world. Grasp the light before it fades into eternal darkness. Find your own answers here. Become one with Mescalito. So it was that we walked the dirt pathway to self-discovery. My friend and I set out, in that foul year of our Lord, 2005, to find the mystical and elusive cactus, Peyote. To the natives, at least some of them, it is considered the flesh of the Great Spirit. A plant which puts our feeble human spirits in tune with the vibrations of an alternate dimension. A slacker's channel to truth, peace and understanding. It's a crying shame that something so beautiful has been outlawed. They will burn eternally for that one. But anyway, since we could not legally purchase this rare and exciting experience, we set out into the desert of southwestern Texas in hopes that Peyote would find us there. With us, we carried all the necessary supplies: bedrolls, meditation books, saucepan, large sack of marijuana, lighter, pipe, papers, rolling tobacco, lots of water, roast beef sandwiches, lemons, and open minds. We hitchhiked from Austin down to Zapata County, where we began our trek. The sun was hot and unforgiving, but the Mary Jane helped ease the pain. The first day there was no luck at all, so we bedded down and ate a sandwich apiece, drank a bottle of water, smoked a bowl, and crashed. Next morning, I awoke early and decided to take a brisk stroll. I found a little ledge and sat up on it, looking into the east at the rising sun. There I began to deeply meditate and speak silently to God. I requested that we find our vision and our truth on this journey, whatever it may be. After about an hour of meditation and reflection, I began to make my way back to camp. Then, lo and behold, I saw the flesh of God. A small patch of peyote tucked perfectly away under a large mesquite bush. I sank to my knees and sat in silent awe, for my prayer had been answered. I walked happily into camp, waking my friend and surprising him with 6 fresh-picked buttons. We then split half a sandwich and began to boil some water over an open flame. We then chopped up the peyote and threw it in with some lemon juice. We let this boil down, adding water every now and then for about 2.5 to 3 hours, smoking joints and chatting while we waited. When we judged that it had been cooking long enough, we took it off and sifted out the leftover crap and ended up with some thick, dark green, slimy-looking liquid. We choked it down and then put ourselves into a state of preparation. The first thing that comes with peyote is extreme nausea and discomfort. It is as if I must undergo pain to find pleasure. Nothing truly good comes without a price. After about 20 or 30 minutes, I threw up for all I was worth. Yuck, what utterly rancid stuff. But it's worth it. After I hurled, I felt much better and decided to go on a little walk. My friend was still in the process of being totally sick, so I left him behind for a while. Thus, my adventure began. At first, there was this inexplicable sense of oneness with all that surrounded me. I delighted in every living thing I saw, and could almost see this white, buzzing energy that permeated through all life forms. Wild animals I would normally never see began to appear. And what's more interesting is that they seemed to have no fear of me whatsoever. They would come within spitting distance and just silently look at me, speaking to me in a language mankind has forgotten how to speak. I still do not know if these creatures were hallucinations or reality, but I believe they were real. After about an hour of walking, I found myself back at camp, where my friend was sitting Indian style and smoking a large bowl of tobacco out of our handcrafted peace pipe. I sat next to him, and he gravely passed the pipe my way. I accepted, and we sat silently for a while. We both swear that we communicated without spoken words that day. After some time, we split ways again, under the assumption that every individual must find their own vision. So we set out on our vision quests and found startling truths about ourselves that we never knew. I was walking along when I noticed the mesquite bush had moulded together and now appeared to be lightly waving water. I was in the desert, surrounded by green ocean. This is when I believe God appeared to me. I was standing there, and then I looked up at the sun. I was momentarily blinded, and when my vision returned, there was a white glow to the land. Standing before me, in a great blaze of fire, was a buffalo. But this was no ordinary buffalo. This buffalo had the face of a lion and the wings of an eagle. Its coat was as white as new-fallen snow, and its eyes burned like hot coals. It was the single most amazing thing I have ever seen. But more amazing still was that when our eyes locked, for one instant, I saw all of my wrongs and all of the wrongs of my ancestors, and I saw the path to righteousness and the path to evil. I saw the light and the dark, and knew that I had the power to choose my destiny. I saw the truth. And then the great beast turned, and, in the blink of an eye, was gone. Flew back into the heavens and the earth, and back into all things big or small, where it would reside in peace forever. The rest of my experience was inconsequential, and my time has run short for writing this, so I must close. Thanks for listening to this trip report. The link to the original report will be in the description, and there'll also be a link to my Fiverr if you'd like to hire me for any voiceover work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.